Right. Hello, SpeedGaming. Welcome to your primetime Super Metroid Multi-World Tournament randomizer Saturday night showdown. You're as excited as I am. I am flying solo tonight here in commentary, but these runners are not. We have 2v2 going on here. We've got BearPear, the team of Azure and Polar Bear Bunny, versus Zevdi, the team of Nevdi and Zeb. We are doing multi-world. I am told we are doing a major minor multi-world, by the way. So look out for those major items at all of the normal major locations. We've got Sizer Gemo Zebo, which is the name of my band in high school, turns out. This is a very exciting matchup here. This is the winners bracket final. So both these teams made it through a grueling bracket unscathed. The loser of this match will head down to the alternative bracket. The winner will move on to the grand finals. And we are off. Let's go. I think I already said this, but I'm very excited for this match. These are some top tier runners. Azure and Polar Bear Bunny actually knocked my team out of the winner's bracket in the first round, so I'm excited to watch them play again. And Nevdi and Zeb, actually the #1 seed from the qualifiers, had the best time in the qualifying race. So this should be a very high level match with a lot of great randomizer strategery and excellent execution and movement. Looking forward to watching this. We are going to head down here. By the way, this is 2v2. You may notice we have 2 orange boxes on the left. That is Azure and Polar Bear Bunny, Team BearPear. And we got 2 blue boxes on the right. And we're starting off with a Spazer beam for player 1. I guess Spazer's nice to have if you don't find any other beams. And Spring Ball for player 2. That's a nice movement item to get. That opens up some strats later. It hasn't happened yet, but these players can find items for the other player on their team in their games. This is a modern marvel of technology. I honestly don't even understand how it works. I assume there are magicians involved. All right, we've got our morph ball is guaranteed to be at one of the first 2 spots, by the way, so no surprise there that we did find it. And right now, what our players are looking for is explosives, and so far, only player 2 has found some power bombs. So we'll see player 1 head up here. Player 1 can't really get any items until they get all the way up to BT, unless player 2 finds them some power bombs. Yeah, Total is absolutely a magician, as far as I'm concerned. We do see Zeb and Polar Bear Bunny both going over here to the left, likely just to check this item. Oh, it does look like Zeb is going to head over and do what is colloquially known as the meme route. Look out for those hoppers. They will hurt you quite a bit. So he's going to head kind of backwards and go through Pink Brinstar first, as our player 1's head up climb. Polar Bear Bunny taking the more kind of conventional route, heading back up, going to probably go up to Bomb Terizo and then head down through Green Brinstar. This is Major Minor, yes. So, Major Minor, you'll see a lot more items not checked, especially early. Well, I guess Azure and Nevdi can't check anything, so of course they're going to skip them. They're really on the lookout for those power bombs for player 1. It's going to be interesting to see how that affects the routes that each team has to pick. There's going to be some checks probably that people can't get. There's player 1's quote-unquote explosive, which is Speed Booster, making you explosively fast. They're going to be able to use that to get through to Terminator, but I don't think we're going to see any gauntlet checks here. Polar Bear Bunny does have the option to check the first item in Gauntlet, but unfortunately wouldn't be able to get out, so not a very common check for anybody to do, unless she finds another power bomb pack here. Ooh, be careful, Zeb. Oh, there's a nice energy tank for Zeb after taking a couple hits there. But And we see Asger making his way down to Green Brinstar. It's a very item-rich area, but what you really want is power bombs at this point. If you don't have power bombs, you get stuck not being able to check a lot of items here. So this could end up being pretty bad. There are some power bombs down there. It'll be interesting to see if find some other ones. Ooh, X-ray. Probably would have picked that up if I were Azure. You can check that item back behind there just to check. Oh, it's polar bear bunnies. Never mind. Can't see it. Hopefully those power bombs are for Azure. Otherwise he's not going to be able to go down to Edikuns at all. And they are. So there's his explosives. Player 1 explosives at early supers. That is a relief for sure. Otherwise, you're forced to skip items and then have to make the decision whether or not to come back later or just hope that they're not anything good. Ever seen Zevdi also picking up those power bombs? And Boiler Bunny had the mock ball. Spring Ball is a great item, provides a lot of great movement. Also really messes up your mock balls once in a while. There are 100 items total in the game. So all 200 total items between the two games are there, but they can just be spread across different each other's games. Oh, and there's an early gravity suit for player 1. That's always nice to find the suit. There are those are 4 of the big items that we're looking for in the game. The 2 gravity suits and the 2 Varia suits. They're not necessarily required, but they certainly are nice to have. And both our player 1s are remembering to jump over the pit, not wanting to visit the Decora. There's some more power bombs for player 1. Now they're starting to get flush with them. And because player 1 has speed and gravity, which is going to make this check even faster, they're going to go down here and check Waterway. The first big routing decision that our teams will be making is whether or not to go up to Wreck Ship, go up Red Tower to Wreck Ship, or to head down to Norfair. There are no technically required items to get across moat, but our players do both have pretty good options. Spring Ball jumping across moat is a pretty safe and consistent strategy, and obviously player 1 has both speed and gravity, which make getting into Wreck Ship pretty easy. Unfortunately for Zeb, even though they went kind of this backwards meme route, they didn't get very many power bombs. They still only have 5, so checking Gauntlet is going to be a little bit harder still. He could still decide to do it and just reset out and hope that the item is either not needed or for Zevdi, but we'll see. So far, player 1 is getting all of the goodies. Health is getting overall pretty even, so that's good. It does look like Zeb's going to be saving, so it's possible that he's going to at least check Gauntlet, just to not leave it behind, make sure he knows what's there. This is pretty tough to track, let me tell you. I believe our trackers are the MVPs of the tournament. They win, and the rest of us are just playing for second place. And Asger is going to head down. Doesn't want to go up to Wreck Ship. We'll see if Zevdi makes the same play or if he diverges here. And we do have some interesting divergence. We've got Team Zevdi heading up and Team BearPear heading down. We also have Zeb. Zeb did do... I missed it. I assume he did Spring Ball jump over moat. But he did meme route. And if you're going to do meme route, it's almost always because you plan to go to Wreck Ship early. And so he may have made that choice when he picked up Spring Ball, saying, hey, I've got easy access to Wreck Ship. I'm sure Zeb could CWJ as well, but Spring Ball makes it very consistent. It looks like Azur's going to head to Meridia and do those Meridia checks early with that early gravity suit. No doubt looking for something to give Polar Bear Bunny some more movement and options. We got our first boss of the match here. Zeb taking on Fantoon. Got a very nice loadout, plenty of health and ammo here. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. There's Zevdi using that speed booster to get across. That's very quick. Just an E-tank at Mama Turtle. I do actually kind of like this play into Meridia for Azure. With gravity and speed, Meridia is pretty quick. If he didn't have speed, it'd be pretty tough. But with speed, he can actually burn through a lot of Meridia very quickly. Check these items. We just got left sandpit, Dragon, and plasma, and then Shack Tool. Doesn't really have a way to get the Shack Tool though. So a lot of good checks that he can do pretty quick since he has speed. And Fantoon down for Zeb. It looks like Team Zevdi does not like Fantoon. Wanted to get Fantoon out of the way, kill Fantoon as soon as possible. Yeah, I do appreciate all of these runners taking completely different routes so we can know where everything is and know exactly what they should have done the entire race, because we'll know where all the items are. That'll make it a lot easier for us. Oh, and a very nice air Doppler by Zevdi. Oh, gets the fast for the second round. And another air Doppler. No rare right fast, though. And we've got Polar Bear Bunny letting Kraid stretch his legs a little bit. I know Kip is disappointed. Kip never likes to see Kraid stand up. And just an E-tank at the sand pit. Azure using that turnaround tech to get that without having to do a power bomb jump. Alright, Kraid is down for Polar Bear Bunny. And Azure just resetting, not needing that E-tank. Just checking what was there before heading to bot wound, I'm sure. And 2 dead ghosts on the right side. 1 dead green platform spewing thing. I don't even know what Kraid is. It'll be interesting to see. Polar Bear Bunny does have good health. Could definitely get to Bubble Mountain on that health with 5 E-tanks in a reserve. Still has 2 easy checks. Well, Kraid E-tank and then 2 easy checks at the top of Upper North Fair to check before deciding what they want to do as well. And another E-tank. All right, plenty of E-tanks. Azure making sure not to run out of ammo at bot wound. Wouldn't be a soft lock technically here in Multiworld because Polar Bear Bunny could go find ammo for him, but you wouldn't want to stand around in bot wound's room while your partner does all the work. And there's a Varia suit, 4-player 1. Immediate value for Azure going straight to Meridia, finding that Varia super early. A lot of teams tend to put off Meridia, so we'll see when Zevdi decides to head there. I guess they're not going to have a lot of other options, but we'll see how much of Rex ship they check here. This looks like he's saving before checking the energy tank. It could be a while, and that could actually be a big advantage for BearPear, getting that early heat protection and access to Lower Norfair. I'm sure Azure would have rather that Varia suit be for Polar Bear Bunny, but unfortunately, I'm sure Polar Bear Bunny would have rather that Varia suit be for her as well. Unfortunately, not quite. And an early X-ray check just for an E-tank. I'm sure Zevdi's happy to have that E-tank. not having a lot of health right now, but not really what they're looking to get out of an early X-ray check. Ooh, and there is a charge beam for player one. Charge beam, always nice to have, especially since Zevdi has uh, plasma already. If you could find X-ray, that would make Meridia a little bit faster. But charge beam not nearly as key in Multiworld because it's so cheap and easy to pick up ammo along the way. We'll see if that ends up making a difference and making me look like a fool, but that's my opinion. I don't think charge is even in the top 5 items that you want in, maybe even the top 10. As a dead shrimp. And you don't often see Dragon as the first boss killed by a player, and going for that spark suit, unfortunately not quite getting it. That's alright. You know what, if you have a good time, because I look like a fool's commentary, then I am very happy. I hope you enjoyed this. Looks like Polar Bear Bunny is going to do the hell run over to Bubble Mountain. Check those items. And Zevdi gonna scout out the wreck ship reserve item before heading out. See what's up there, see if we can go down there. And screw attack. We happen to know that that is player one's screw attack because we know that Polar Bunny got her screw attack from somewhere else. Oh, and they were not synced, which is why they were missing a bunch of items. And they are now synced, and so now they got a bunch of stuff. Right. Zevdi's sporting a pretty nice beam. He's got charged wave and plasma. That's a lot of damage. Not gonna need ammo, but like I said, it's very cheap. There's no fanfare to pick up ammo, and his partner still needs ammo, so you can never know if it's for you or not. And Polar Bear Bunny, go get health. Oh no, Polar Bear Bunny taking a death there. Couldn't quite get the gate glitch. Didn't see if she saved at, but oh, she didn't. So she's got a hell run again. It's gonna be a little bit of a time loss. It's not too bad of one, but obviously any death is unfortunate. It looked like Polar Bear Bunny was trying to get down to that health refill, and couldn't quite get the gate glitch. And yeah, and then got triple supers from the bugs, which normally you're very excited about getting 3 supers from those bugs because you're usually farming them for supers and not health. But looks like she's already back on the saddle, heading back through that hell run. And Zeb does prevent that crate stand-up glitch. Good for him. And Polar Bear Bunny in Bubble Mountain with 235. That's very comfy. Looks like she's heading back down again. Maybe going to Croc, or maybe just wants that refill. We'll find out. And there's player one spring ball. Again, that's nice, but I don't. They've got all the movement items they really need. They don't. It is nice for worst room in the game access. That is kind of the one thing they were missing. Although you can do a wall jump. I'm not sure which of these 4 runners know it. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like. I don't mind Astor skipping crate there. That's only 2 items there, and what he really needs is to do a lot of items very quickly to find progression for player 2. We've just found nothing for player 2 so far, and so Astor's trying to check as many majors as he can to find a suit or, you know, something, speed booster. And there is gravity suit at ice. That's going to open up the game a whole bunch for Polar Bear Bunny. Easy wreck ship access, good. Obviously Meridia, although Meridia would be pretty slow right now. Could do a few checks there. But that's exactly what they're looking for. And it looks like Zevdi's going back and checking Gauntlet too. So this will be our first peek at player 1 Gauntlet. And it's Plasma for player 2. It's nice. You don't kick plasma out of bed. It's a good beam to find. And it looks like Asger may be heading to Croc too. I guess we'll find out. Yep. Double Croc on BearPear side. Meanwhile, we've got the Gauntlet check and Zeb just kindly asking Zevdi to go find them something, please. You know, be nice. Look at all the items, the nice items that they got from Zevdi, and Zeb's hanging out with just Spring Ball and Plasma and Ice. It looks like Zeb is going to take the Hell Run as well. We'll see if Zeb decides to go to Bubble Mountain. It does have Spring Ball, so they can use Spring Ball to get kind of easy access into all the parts of Bubble Mountain. And Polar Bunny, remembering that she doesn't really have any way to get to grapple from that direction, needs to go here, do a gate glitch, and come in from the back. Come on, gate. There you go. See, I said to tell it wanted to open. And Zeb, I think, did the nice right side wall jump without high jump boots, which is pretty tough. That's very impressive. Or maybe he was running. I can't watch all 4 screens at once. Somebody tell me if Zeb did something cool. And double E-Tank for player 2 at grapple in both games, so it's not really what you're looking for. But while you're already down here, especially for player 2, it still makes sense to go get it. All 4 players are doing something cool right now, you're right. So are all the chatters. Thank you, chatters. You're doing something cool too. Alright, let's see what is that. Player 1's X-Ray. We've got Zevdi. Both runners from Zevdi have checked X-Ray. There is player 2's Varia. Oh, okay. That is interesting. I don't believe that they have Asger has logical access to that yet. I think actually no, I don't think Zevdi did either. I think Zevdi must have done the early X-ray check strats. That's a very big find. That's going to make Zeb's Upper Norfair very quick and open up a lot of the game. Hopefully Zevdi doesn't die here too. He's only got 46 health. These spikes do a lot of damage, but if you don't have Varia. It looks like he's going to play it very safe and Crystal Flash. Hey, good idea. That's actually a very good Crystal Flash. Like the worst thing that you could do here is die. That would be very bad. So does the Crystal Flash, gets out, and it looks like Polar Bunny is going to head up to Wreck Ship. It looks like. Yeah, you still need some item to get up there. I don't think... Yeah, he doesn't have anything. Ice would put it in logic for him, or high jump boots would put it in logic for him, or bombs. But I don't think... And I know Zevdi found Spring Ball at Wreck Ship, but I think even Spring Ball doesn't put it in logic. So... that Varia is actually locked behind something else that they expect you to get somewhere else. But we'll see. We got BearPear finding the very early gravity for player 2, and Zevdi finding the earlier Varia for player 2. So that will make for some very different routing, as I doubt Zevdi heads to... Well, Zevdi might head to Meridia after doing Crate, actually. We'll see if he decides to go do Bubble Mountain first. And Polar Bunny showing off that gravity jump strat into Wreck Ship. It is a very in-logic way to get in the Wreck Ship. And Polar Bunny somehow... Oh, and there's player 2's speed. Okay, that is a nice pickup at a good time. Going to make a lot of movement a lot faster for player 2 on BearPear side. And we'll see if Zevdi decides to go... oh, and we do have a... looks like Zeb is heading down. Gonna do a high jumpless lava dive. This is a tough trick. He's got a lot of health. We'll see if he gets this. Gets the damage boost. Looks like a good jump. And first try. Very nice, Zeb. Excellent high jumpless lava dive first try. Meanwhile, your partner let Kraid stand up, so I believe we are 1 for 3 on Kraid quick kills. I'm going to show us our first Lower Norther item. Oh, player 1. Nice. Player 1 now has their full beam combination because they didn't already have enough items. Let's give them all 5 beams too. More importantly, let's watch if Asger can get Kraid quick kill and at least get us to 50%. I know that Asger can do the early X-ray strat, or at least I'm fairly certain he can. But whether or not he wants to, or wants to take that risk, or thinks it's reasonable, is going to be a very deciding factor in when PBB gets her Varia suit. It's such a risky strat with so often no payoff that it's tough to justify. Especially when there's so many other things that you can check. But technically, he doesn't have any in-logic Lower Norther access yet. Or no, he has Gravity Suit, never mind. Yeah, he'll definitely be, I would assume, going down to Lower Norther before, I guess, or Wreck Ship. He could go do Wreck Ship. And that looks like where he's going. Maybe he'll check, he might check X-Ray on the way up with 80 tanks. Oh, looks like he's going to take a save here. He's definitely saving in different spots in case he wants to reset back, but I'm not sure what he's going to go check that he'd be okay resetting if he's not going to Wreck Ship. Okay, he's definitely not checking X-Ray. Yeah, I really thought the save was going to be for an X-ray check, but it looks like he's heading up to Wreck Ship. And this is sort of the same situation as Kraid, where if you're gonna go kill Fantoon, you're not resetting. I can't imagine. So I'm not sure I understand the check. And there is Zevdi picking up their Varia suit Feeling pretty happy about that, especially with Zeb already in Lower Norfair, about to fight Ridley. The downsides, well, I guess he could be going to check Gauntlet, but as long as you're up here, I don't know why you wouldn't do Fantoon. Polar Bear Bunny would be more than happy, I'm sure. Well, maybe not happy, more than willing to do Variolus Lower Norfair. Unfortunately, she only has 5 power bombs, and that's just not feasible to do Variolus Lower Norfair without the ability to Crystal Flash at all. More good items for player 1. He doesn't need... Well, I mean, he could reset now. If that's what he was waiting for, he could reset now that he has Space Jump. Maybe he's going to check... Gauntlet and then reset with Space Jump. I'm not sure. X-Ray Tech is definitely in Logic now. But does he go do Wreck Ship first? I think the longer, unfortunately, the longer they put off checking X-Ray, the further behind I think that they're getting. Zevdi with a very nice Dragon fight. It was too fast for me. Zevdi, you've got to slow down if you want me to praise all of your good play. I'm just going to call that out. Yeah, and so, okay, Ezra did reset, and I'm guessing now that he has X-Ray access, he's going to go check X-Ray, which, no. I guess he wanted some other movement item for worst room in the game. I guess that does also make sense. He didn't want to do the wall jump in worst room in the game. Space jump gives him access to clear Lower Norfair. Unfortunately, he's going very far away from Polar Bear Bunny's Varia suit. And at this point, I think Zevdi is probably looking for something to give Zeb suitless Meridia access or gravity. I think grapple is required by logic for suitless Meridia. I could be wrong. I think you can do it with just ice, but it's really annoying and painful. But that's really all that they have left besides ammo for Zeb. Ammo or charge for Zeb, and then some way to do Meridia. You can check Mama Turtle. Oh, player 2's grapple is at their own gravity suit. So I guess Zeb pieced out and didn't check any of those. So I don't foresee a suitless there. I don't remember where player 2's gravity was. I know Azure found it pretty quickly. Meanwhile, Zevdi's just going to be heading straight down. Has all kinds of movement items. Doesn't have the space jump that Azure has, which would be nice. But with Spring Ball and Screw Attack and Speed, Lower Norfair is not going to be a problem. Our third croc of the evening. There's where the gravity was. All right, so I think now that Zevdi has found gravity for player 2, I can't imagine them doing anything but beelining for the bosses that they need and picking up ammo on the way to try to get Zeb to the Mother Brain ammo. I imagine Polar Bear Bunny will be heading to Meridia to clear that out as well. They'll find some stuff there, but I don't think it's going to be what they want. Yeah, it's a little low for right now, but there are a lot of items that you run directly by along the way in both Meridia and in Lower North, like in Nevdi's Lower Norfair and in Zeb's Meridia. There's a lot of easy, free checks, especially minor checks that they'll be able to do. And I'd be very surprised if they don't find 3 more super packs and 3 more missile packs for Zeb. There's Polar Bear Bunny finding her charge. It's going to make her Meridia very quickly. It's possible that Zeb checks Mama Turtle on the way up and finds it as well, which will mean that Zevdi will be skipping every other item check that they have. They'll both have full beam combos and pretty good movement. But it's also possible that Zeb skips that check. I'm not sure why he would. He's pretty much so both he and Nevdi have 1 boss left. In Multiworld, you want to like one of your players is ahead, one of your players is behind, right? The finish time only counts the last player on your team to finish. So if you're the player on your team that's further ahead, that has less time before they finish, then it makes sense to check more items. But it looks like rather than check the major at Mama Turtle, he's going to go check minors and just commit to ammo. Here's his second power bomb pack. That's nice to find, I guess. Bit unfortunate, but it's a reasonable call to make. Going through Meridia without speed or space jump is a little bit slow. I still think he's going to be a bit ahead of Nevdi and probably could have afforded to check Mama Turtle on the way up. But of course, it's very easy for me to say when I know that the one item he wants is there. There's a lot of items that could be there that he wouldn't care about, like a reserve or an E-tank. Or another movement item for Nevdi, because we know he doesn't have enough movement items. It seems other stuff. Actually, he's got the same number as Zeb, so I guess I can't really make that joke anymore. They've just swapped speed for high jump boots. We've got a dead Ridley over on Asdur's side. Very nicely done. And just an E-tank behind Ridley. Polar Bear Bunny does have 10 power bombs now. If she can get a few more, she could start heading towards a suitless Lower Norfair. I think the only other majors that she would have in logic would be Gauntlet and Waterway. Because I don't think that even Shaq and Plasma, I guess after this, I don't think that Shaq Tool is in logic unless you have high jump or bombs. I don't remember. Oh, really nice quick grapple kill by PBB. And PBB is rewarded with no! Oh. The only item that, in the only circumstance that you never want to pick up. picking up spacer when you already have plasma. Yeah, we'll get the menu of shame at some point. But more worried about finding items and or power bombs. Like it's honestly both power bomb counts for both player 1 and player 2 is surprisingly low in this rando. Usually you find a lot more, or at least you have one player that has like 40. We do see that Zeb has climbed up to 2555. Still not quite enough ammo for Mother Brain, but still quite a few more miners that they can check along the way. And they've got to feel pretty good about their decisions, I think. I don't know. Do you ever feel good about your decisions in a rando race? I think you always feel like the other team played perfectly and made all the right decisions, and you're 3 minutes behind. Zeb just going to use some supers on Dragon. Supers do just normal 300 damage, but still plenty quick to kill Dragon. Yeah, I guess that's true. Because they still haven't found the space jump that Pull Everybody found for Asger. So, and Zeb correctly avoiding Spazer when both players already have plasma. And just an E-tank in the sand pit. And everybody unfortunately falling through the quicksand. Or maybe doesn't care about it. Just skipping it. Yeah, they definitely didn't have logical access when they found the Varia, so knowing that you had to do early X-ray to get it that early feels pretty good. And they didn't really find anything along the way that would have made that better, so they gotta feel pretty good about where they're at. And BearPear slowly running out of places to check. It looks like Azur's gonna head over to either Plasma or Shack Tool. It does still have Wreck Ship left, but I'm guessing that Azure thinks that if it was in Wreck Ship, then there's a good chance that they're very far behind, and so they kind of need to play to win. Go for the check that hopefully it's here and they're still in the game. Hey, Shenrir raiding with a big old party at 346. Thank you for that raid. SpeedGaming thanks you. Good luck and go fast, go indeed. Go fast, go team, yeah. We do have a team-based tournament going on. And get out your Shack Tool emotes, Shack Tool digs. Zeb trying to do the snail clip. If you position the snail in just the right spot... Oh, and it looks like he's using X-ray to buffer it. I have not seen that. That's really cool. I should learn how to do that. That seems useful. Mine's a super and a power bomb. He's got 2570 now, which is enough, I believe, that he could do all of... he does have ice, yeah. So, yeah, he does have enough ammo at this point. So I imagine they'll head to Turian and maybe have whoever's further ahead do a few more checks. And let's see, Shack Tool has high jump boots, which are nice, but not really what you're looking for. And Polaroni also going to check Tool using that spring ball and bombs. Not a fun way to check to get the Shack Tool. I don't think anybody likes quicksand. Is there a quicksand aficionado in the chat? Is there anybody here that's like, oh yeah, man, I really dig quicksand in my video games? because it's awful. Zeb's going to take a refill at the ship here, get his ammo back up, and get ready for Turian. And Azure going to find Azure's bombs at Plasma. Also, really not what they're looking for. But unfortunately, they are getting colder in the search for Varia. Yeah. Each player got bombs at Plasma. Right, and at the 44-minute mark, we've got Zeb heading into Turian. He's our first runner to go on in. Zevdi gonna be right behind. Yeah, I don't think you can gravity jump up there because of the sand. I think you can do like a flatly or something off the ledge to get up there, and I think you can bomb jump, but this was spring ball, but it's really annoying and stupid. Oh, she got up there. I don't know what I'm talking about. That is just one of several things I've probably been incorrect about today. So this is also doubly unfortunate because I feel like Azure's gonna find Varia halfway through the Shack Tool dig, and at that point, we're not even gonna get to finish seeing Shack Tool dig. But they will be happy sad to find Varia. And goodbye, Shack Tool. You go have fun digging. Everybody has a pelican to murder. Unfortunately, unless something crazy happens, and it is a randomizer, crazy things can happen. Zevdi with a commanding lead here, thanks to finding that Varia suit a lot earlier. And Zeb not bothering trying to do baby skip. Well, I guess he tried, but didn't quite get it. And Zevdi definitely not going to try without high jump boots. Just damage down, get through. This is not the finals. This is the winners bracket finals. The loser of this match will move down to the alternative bracket, the consolation bracket, the haven't won all their matches but not losers bracket. They will face the winner of the match that is going on tomorrow. So if you are enjoying this race, stick around tomorrow at noon. I believe it's noon Eastern, 1 Eastern. 1 Eastern. I should know this because I am racing in it. 1 Eastern tomorrow, we have Team Lost Vikings versus Team TBD playing the loser of this match, and then the winner of this match will move on to the grand finals. So we've got 4 teams left in the tournament. Lost Vikings and TBD play tomorrow, and the winner of that match will play the loser of this match. And the winner of that match will play the winner of this match in the grand finals. So it's looking very, very likely that we will have a round 1 rematch between BearPear and the Lost Vikings. I'm looking forward to that race. I'm also looking forward to it if something crazy happens and they win. Race Zevdi. It's going to be a fun race no matter what. Oh wait, no, I don't get to do that yet. Crap, I got to win tomorrow. I mean, listen, okay. I'm very tired. I didn't sleep well last night. Of course, I'm assuming I'm going to win. I'm very confident. I'm always, optimistic and think I'm going to win. But we have a possible rematch if Lost Vikings wins tomorrow. This is why they shouldn't let me do commentary on a Saturday afternoon. I should be taking a nap Saturday evening. Well, there you go. See if okay, all right. It is a rematch no matter what. So there you go. I may or may not be involved in the rematch. Neither player worrying about stand-up. That's a safe play. Of course, Zeb doesn't have charge, so can't do stand-up. Zevdi does, but doesn't have X-ray in case something goes wrong, and also, I don't know, maybe just didn't want to do it. That's a fine call. Pencil me in for comms. Yeah, sure. If we don't bring home the win, then I'll do comms on the next round too in the Legends break. Maybe. This is going to be, I'm going to say this is going to be very nice timing by Team Zevdi. They're going to finish within, actually it's going to be really close because Zevdi has speed and Zeb doesn't. So that's really what you want to look for in a multi-world tournament. Ideally, you and your partner finish at almost exactly the same time. That means that whoever was ahead did the right amount of extra checks to try to catch the person behind up. And as you're checking a lot of these majors, really probably looking for space jump or high jump boots for player 2 to try to get more movement items. The more movement items that he can find for Polar Bear Bunny, the faster her lower North Air will be. And that's really all that he can do at this point. There's no point in him going to finish the game and waiting after the planet explodes. So go through, try to pick up as many items as you can and hope that you find something that makes a difference. Unfortunately, we've got Zevdi going up the climb. We've got Zeb going up the climb at the same time. Look at that sync. That door transition was like identical, like at the same time. That is some impressive sync, let me tell you. Let's see who finishes first here. Oh, Speed Booster going to make the difference, and we've got Zeb finishing with an official racetime.gg time of 52:28, and we've got Zevdi finishing with an official SRL race time of 52:28. GG's to Team Zevdi, nicely done, and amazing sync. Like that's really impressive, honestly. Well, I'm sorry. I have the habit of saying SRL time, but SRL time isn't a thing for this. Racetime.gg. Official times of racetime.gg. And we are joined by Zeb and Zevdi. GG, Team Zevdi. That was a really fun race to watch. And that sync at the end was the most impressive thing I've seen all tournament.
We're in sync.
Yeah, I guess it worked out really well because we did end up like with the exact same time.
Yeah, and your door transition after climb like was was identical. Like the door, it like transitioned exactly the same time. It was really cool to watch. And I don't know if you've looked on the stream at all, but your early X-ray check was a big payoff and really made the big difference in this race.
That's
Yeah,
what I thought.
Nevdi was
my
all
X-ray
like,
check.
Nevdi was all like, "Oh, should I check X-ray?" And I was all like, "Do it, you coward!" And then he did, and we won because of it. So
Yeah, yeah, Azure didn't. I guess I don't blame him. Didn't want to do the early X-ray check, and there was really no logical access for a long time, and so they put it off for a long time and checked a lot of other stuff. They actually got player 2 gravity really early. Azure went straight to Meridia, but unfortunately, Varia was a very late check for them. So that gave you guys a really nice routing.
We were hypothesizing sort of what could have happened. So I think if Asda was my player, right? He was with me.
Azure was player 1. Yeah.
My seed, yeah. Okay, so we said, okay, so with Speed Booster, it makes sense to go down, do Cray, then do Meridia. It's pretty tidy. But then Wreckship was okay too. When Wreckship was a bust, as I was doing it, I was thinking, well, this X-ray check, skip here, could be big because it would be pretty nasty to do this early X-ray check early. Now I have a few more E-tanks, I can do it. So we're actually theorizing that that's what someone could have done. That Razda's route, but skipping the X-ray. I think they would have won if he did it on the way down, but I wouldn't be doing that on 2-tank.
I'm not even so sure that they would have won because my route was, I think, really difficult to beat, regardless.
Yeah, you were boss rush. So. Yeah, it's hard. It's always speculation, I guess. But if one moment sticks out, that sounds like it would be it.
Yeah, that was definitely the big difference in the race. And we are also joined by Team BearPear, Azure, GG Azure, and I think Polar Bear Bunny will be joining us shortly as well. And there we go. GG Polar Bear Bunny.
GG guys.
GG.
It's GG.
That is the unfortunate, honestly, the unfortunate story of this tournament is, where is player 2's Varia? Come on, people! It seems like every time, right?
I'm sure you had fun watching people struggle with that.
Where's player 2's anything?
Yeah, player 2 had nothing. It was a really one-sided seed for a long time, and even I was about to say, as you all joined, that even without Varia, you couldn't even have the option to do Varialist Lord Rifle. You had 5 power bombs for the whole match. So.
Yeah, there was no bailout. It was had to find that. Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, did you do early X-ray?
He went up to Wreckship first and then did it.
Okay, I avoided Wreckship like the plague, basically. I also avoided X-ray like the plague because I figured you'd probably gotten to it first.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
that's about it. I tried.
Yeah, we kind of do, depending on how it goes, it's one player boss rushes and the other player full clears. It's kind of how these work out for us. So I was checking everything. I went up the top. I even did Gauntlet, so I nearly didn't do X-ray actually, but Zeb made me do it. It's I don't want to do this, man.
No, you shouldn't have, Zevdi.
I went to Meridia pretty early and I pulled Varia suit and I was just okay, well, I'll try to rush that because I guess that's her advantage. It's you're not gonna go lower Norfair to find something.
Yep. Yeah, makes sense.
And then I full clear upper Norfair and I don't have a worse stream item. And
wow, yeah.
I'm not good enough to do that jump on command, so it's I'll keep
so that Wreckship that Nevdi that was blank had a spring ball. And let him do.
You just sort of devalue that, don't you? You kind of think.
I did get that at the very end. That was the very last major I picked up in my game. But.
So then, how did you get the? I guess high jump or space was eventually you got there. You got them eventually. I just see it on the tracker.
Bunny found my space jump. Wreckship E-tank was that, and then I just reset to Meridia Tube, and I could have gone to X-ray there, but I still figured you'd done it first, so I chose not to.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think that I've actually learned that a lot from you and your commentary, Asda, is that you have to sort of commit to that idea, and regardless of how bad it looks in the seed or how it goes, you just can't be thinking about it or unback it. You have to go, no, I've done it now. Whatever happens, happens. So that's.
Yeah, Nebdi almost did die trying to get that X-ray check.
On
his
the
way
way
back
out.
Yeah, on the way out. At the crystal flash, I was so scared.
I made it all the way back to where the fire fleas were, and he was at 42 energy, so he was all like, I'm a coward, so I'm gonna crystal flash instead of just jumping over the
I
spike.
would have fallen on a spike, Seb. Come on, I would have landed on a spike.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I've died to that before.
At least you would have had the Varia already, and it was Zeb's and not your own. So, you know, dying wouldn't have been the worst thing in the world.
I don't
know
think
where
he
I
saved
though.
ever. Yeah.
This is why I don't really do much commentary anymore, because it's not because I'm busy playing other games, it's because if I do commentary, then it just causes me to lose finals.
You tell all your secrets. You need to commentate and just say dumb things that people follow.
I mean,
Yeah, guys, do this.
at least some people listen to me sometimes.
I don't know, man. I just had nothing good to do the entire season. Honestly, everything that is open to me is very slow and very bad.
Seems like
Yeah,
an
I
awful
was
player
pretty close to
2C.
that.
Yeah.
I went through meme route to start, and so I did wreck ship, but I only checked right side supers. I didn't check sponge bath or the top of wreck ship, and I just left. And at the end, I did high jump with lava dive before Croc, and I went to Croc, and I was all like, this doesn't feel great because I've just got Croc and then wreck ship and gauntlet left. Because I didn't have enough power bombs to check Gauntlet on the way out of wreck ship. Still,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, it was
But
the
then-
power bombs and the movement. It's just everything was awful for P2.
but then Zevdi did find me my gravity at that point, and then I was like, okay, I can go.
Oh, so you got your gravity late? Oh yeah, because you went up to wreck ship first. Like when I saw where P2 gravity was, I was like, well, if he didn't go to wreck ship, he found this before me anyways. So this is not great.
Yeah, makes sense.
You gotta
Just
pick something.
an X-ray's a good pick. Like it's so slow and long. Like I skip it heaps too.
And dangerous and deadly and hard.
For some of us, yes.
There's
Unlike me,
literally
you
no
can get through
upside to it except what it has Varia.
Yeah.
I knew Zeb was going to skip the top of wreck ship, so that's the only reason why I did it.
It
And
makes
I
me mad.
was
He always
very
does it.
rewarded. I know, right?
It's stupid. Hey, I'm just gonna skip all this. Nevdi, you go find everything. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
All
Like,
the
I'm gonna do hypo.
responsibility falls
I
on us.
Yeah, I swear he just likes doing these tricks. He's like, oh, I don't want to find high jump. I want to do hypo wall jump. Oh, I hope I don't get any gravity so I can do suitless. Oh, god, it's a pain
I
in the
was
ass.
just grapple away from being able to do suitless. But...
I was at the top of the wreck ship, Zeb. Come on. Go get
Oh,
it.
it was? Dang, I
Yeah.
should.
Sure
I would've-
was.
Mhm.
It's like how I play Link to the Past randomizer. I'm climbing Gainus Tower, and I'm just like, oh, it'd be so awful if there was another sword on the way up here.
Mhm.
Oh god. I want all the things, and I want them immediately.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Well,
go
the
vote.
new game plus randomizer tournament is starting next month, I think.
Hey,
Alright,
How does that
well,
work?
I don't know what would be randomized. You'd have everything, so you just run a Torian and finish.
Maybe you could do it with route randomizer, where every door goes to like some random route. And you have to figure
It's,
out how to.
oh gosh.
You start with 100% items and all the bosses dead, but it's door death rando, and every door has a 12% chance of killing you.
Yeah, it sounds fun. Yeah, it sounds really good.
I like
Balanced,
it.
competitive.
sounds like
Yep.
Digital
Great.
Key.
I like the more likely I am to win.
All right. Well, big shoutouts to our tracker and our restreamers and everybody that helps. Team Zevdi, Team BearPear. Any last words before we sign off?
Just looking forward to seeing who we end up playing in the I guess finals.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is it?
Yeah.
Lost Vikings and TBD tomorrow, or whatever time that is for you guys.
Yeah, Lost Vikings versus TBD tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, and then the winner of that will take on BearPear in the alternative bracket finals, and the winner of that will take on Team Zevdi in the grand finals.
Yeah.
Should be good.
So I hope we get the rematch. Sorry, Rumble. But
No.
but yeah, tough races for everyone left, and good luck to everyone.
Yeah,
Should be
this
fun.
is a nice one to win, just to avoid that. It's a second chance is good, but everything's hard from now on out, so it's good to skip one of them. It's rough.
For sure.
I am looking forward to like who will be racing in losers finals. It'll be somebody we beat already, which is it's kind of an interesting dynamic between the four of us that are left mostly.
Yeah. It's if Team Lost Vikings make it to the finals, we'll also be facing somebody we already beat.
Yeah,
That is true. That is yeah. And then you'll have beaten somebody that already beat you.
Oh man, it's amazing.
Ah! Hashtag save player 2.
Anyway, thanks, guys. My final words is thanks as always. Great race. Just sucks what the item was, but still fun to verse you guys and comms and trackers, and that's it. I'm too tired, but thank you. It's good. Don't know what I'm saying.
Thank you. GG's.
All right, and
GG.
with that, we will go ahead and sign off. SpeedGaming, thank you all for joining us. Thank you to our trackers and our restreamers again. You could not do this without our trackers, so shout outs to them, DMC, Sparta, and Zero Mendez. Really appreciate it. I am Rumblemans. I am signing off. Come back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern for Team Lost Vikings. That is my team with me and Kip versus Team TBD. That does not mean we're waiting for them to be determined. That is their actual team name. So come watch that race. Should be really good. I will see you all next mission.